As the Chibs the Idiot, Dr. Nasty era of Doctor Who continues its slide into oblivion, and it can't come soon enough, we get the second part of the joke heard round the internet known as Spyfall. And oh man, the ideological, virtue-signaling basement minions are on full attack. Newsflash, kids, you have done nothing more than provide the internet with endless entertainment over the past few days. It's quite pathetic, really. If nothing else, the toxic waste dump that was once Doctor Who is now on full display for everyone to see. So let's get into this disaster piece. We start with Dr. Nasty talking to herself while still trapped in Stranger Things, as the plane with Graham and the inconsequentials starts to head towards the ground. I say give Graham a parachute and leave everything else as it is. Dr. Nasty begins cracking jokes to herself, and I think, my god, I've never seen an actor with such little charisma. Then Dr. Nasty finds a friend, and it's Ada Lovelace. I see what you did there, Chibs, and Ryan has a plan, so I guess we're gonna go through with this episode then. Then, Dr. Nasty suddenly shows up on screen, on the airplane, doing her usual overacting, and at least dentists will be happy with all the teeth grinding, while telling Graham not to panic. Another stab at the white dude. Clever as always, eh, Chibs? Dr. Nasty put some kind of app on I really don't want to be here Ryan's phone, as Dr. Nasty's new friend says she thinks Stranger Things is in her mind. No, it's just Chibs the Idiot ripping off much better TV. Then, oh no! One of the glowy things turns up, and Dr. Nasty tries explaining things, but I really can't pay attention because the sound of her voice is like squeaky nails on a chalkboard with a side of bitter hatred. Actually, never mind. Nails on a chalkboard would be preferable. Dr. Nasty walks through the glowy thing, and I hope for the worst. Back on the plane, Dr. Nasty's magical app saves the day. Oh goody. Then we go back to the hammy master, who's hanging out with Super Genius Guy, and it looks like he's been devising some kind of devious plan, and I'm reminded that I don't care. They seem less than happy to find out that everyone's still alive, and the hammy master starts banging his head against the console. I know, dude, I sympathize, but come on, man, you need to do a much better job of dealing with this version of Not the Doctor. For the first time ever, we're rooting for you. Don't disappoint us. Come on, man. Do Roger Delgado proud. Dr. Nasty ends up in the 19th century surrounded by a bunch of old-timey patriarchal white dudes. Then we actually get a scene where Dr. Nasty tells the old-timey white dudes how honored they are to be in her presence. Nobody's honored to be in your presence, Jody. More like cursed. It seems that Dr. Nasty is marooned in 1834. Good. Now stay there. Then, yes, thank God, Hammy Master shows up with his shrinking device. Dude, just stop yelling and shrink Dr. Nasty already. The Hammy Master orders everyone to put their hands on their heads, and Dr. Nasty says, let them go. You can have me. Don't give up this opportunity, man. This is your chance. Then he shrinks another woman. Wrong person. Then he tells Dr. Nasty to kneel. Being told to kneel by a man. Well, that isn't making Dr. Nasty very happy now, is it? Then she does, and I smile a bit. Then he says, call me by my name. Then Dr. Nasty puts on her maximum bitch face and acquiesces. Yes, say his name, bitch. And then shut the hell up. He's mad that she stayed alive after he planned her death. Dude, she's right in front of you. Use your shrinking device. Now I'm just getting frustrated. Then the Stranger Things lady starts shooting things as the patriarchy condescends and shoots the Hammy Master in the arm. Dude, you had your chance, and you blew it. Then Stranger Things girl throws a thing at him and he disappears. I am so disappointed in you right now. Next, the Super Genius Guy has everyone looking for Graham, and the two inconsequentials, as Chibs the Idiot steals more plot ideas from RTD. They can track them as long as they don't use their phones. And then, Wooden Plank Yaz calls her mom. And this is supposed to be the bestest ever cop. Next, we learned that the old white inventor dude is Charles Babbage. I guess Dr. Nasty is gonna have to take him down a peg or two. We learn that the glowy things are spies through not only space, but time. Whatever. I still don't care. Now bring the Hammy Master back so he can finish his job. Then Dr. Nasty steps into one of the glowy things, again, and the Stranger Things girl follows her, and Graham and the two inconsequentials are still running, and they're starting to wonder what kind of secrets Dr. Nasty is hiding. She hates men, especially white men. That's all you need to know. Then Dr. Nasty and the Stranger Things lady end up in 1943, and this time the Hammy Master is a Nazi officer and says he will find Dr. Nasty. Well, if you do, are you actually gonna do something this time? And I see what you did there, Chibs. Then suddenly the glowy things are chasing Graham and the inconsequentials, and Graham starts shooting his laser shoes. Then we go back to Super Genius Guy, who has his mother strapped to a chair, and we learn that he has mommy issues. What the hell is going on here, Chibs? Then he kills her. Well, that's just delightful for all the kids that aren't watching. Next, as Dr. Nasty and Stranger Things girl are hiding under the floorboards, Hammy Master and his Nazi friends come in and start shooting at the floorboards, and leaves. But no worries, Dr. Nasty is fine. Dude, you're just just not trying here, are you? Then we suffer through more of Dr. Nasty's insufferable jokes as she sadly gets freed from the floor, and we learn that her new friend is Noor Inayat Khan, another historical figure Chibs can bastardize. Dr. Nasty says, darkness never sustains, even though sometimes it feels like it might. Does this mean you might be leaving soon? Next, bestest cop ever, Wooden Plank Yaz calls her sister. And of course, the super genius guy tracks them. Time to come up with a new line. You suck, Yaz! Then a van shows up, but Graham shoots them with his dancing laser shoes. Then Ryan tells the bad guys the plan as they escape. Dude, you've been spending way too much time with the bestest cop ever, haven't you? Next, Dr. Nasty tracks down the Hammy Master using Morse code, and she says she can sense him. Too bad you couldn't sense him in the last episode, eh? They decide to meet at the Eiffel Tower, and Dr. Nasty says she doesn't like the Master's new company. Well, Chibs the idiot put them there because that's how these people and the Jody bots view anyone that says anything even remotely negative about the reign of Chibs the idiot and Dr. Nasty. You're a moron, Chibs. Next, while Dr. Nasty is busy arguing with the Hammy Master, we learn that he's been back to Gallifrey, and it isn't doing so well. What, did they find out what happened to the real doctor? Then she runs away, and the Hammy Master gets arrested. God damn it, man, what the hell? Then, Dr. Nasty and her new friends find the Hammy Master's TARDIS. Dr. Nasty figures out that the glowy things are after all the computer geniuses throughout time. Then we go back to Super Genius Guy, and he sends everyone a text telling them that humanity is over. Oh no! We are past peak humanity, apparently. I guess that makes sense. 2020, yo. Super Genius Guy says they are going to use human DNA as a hard drive, and I am distracted by the extras who really don't seem to care. How's that checklist working out for you there, BBC? Then the Hammy Master shows up and starts yelling at Graham and the Inconsequentials, and he's not happy because he's had a crappy 77 years. Well, perhaps if you had taken care of Dr. Nasty given all those chances you've had, then you wouldn't have had that problem, now would you? He says he didn't like the 20th century very much. Dude, given that you don't really follow the laws of time, then why didn't you just meet up with yourself during the many times you were on Earth in the 20th century? But then, that did give him time to plan his smartphone DNA ploy with the glowy things. Then his plan goes awry, as Dr. Nasty and her new friends walk into the spotlight. It looks like Dr. Nasty has been being all timey-wimey with history and foiling his evil plan. You only have yourself to blame, dude. Then the Hammy Master gets sent off to Stranger Things and yells Doctor, kind of like Darth Vader's scream at the end of episode 3. Brilliant dialogue there, Chibs, but you forgot the nasty part. Then Graham and the Inconsequentials are worried that they're being replaced by Dr. Nasty's new friends. You could only be so lucky, dude. Then Dr. Nasty goes back in time to set up her plan and return her new friends as they ask if the fascists ever win. And Dr. Nasty says, not as long as there are people like you. That was directed at your critics again, wasn't it, Chibs? Then Dr. Nasty heads back to Gallifrey, and it looks like it's seen better days because Chibs the idiot decided he hasn't already done enough damage to Doctor Who. Gallifrey's been destroyed, and it was the Hammy Master that did it. So, Chibs, let me get this straight. We spent a decade waiting for Gallifrey to come back, and you just destroy it. This is one of them kill the past things, isn't it? You witless hack! Moreover, I guess Chibs the idiot didn't bother watching Hellbent, and thanks to Matrix Lord 212 for pointing this out. Check out his channel. Link is in the description. If Chibs had bothered watching Hellbent, he would have known that Gallifrey was no longer in the Pocket universe, and is now at the extreme end of our universe. Great work, Chibs! But if you thought that was the worst of it, sorry my friends, but it gets much, much worse. As a hologram of the Hammy Master appears, and Chibs the idiot destroys Doctor Who mythology in 2 short minutes. The Hammy Master was angry over what he had discovered, and he had to make the Time Lords pay because they and everything the show told us before the reign of Chibs the idiot was a lie. Apparently, they are not who we think they are. Well then what are they? Fucking Elmo? The whole existence of their species was built on the lie of the timeless child. I don't know how else to end this video other than to say, fuck you, Chris Chibnall. And that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, and check your subscription and notification status because YouTube is being shady on these things lately, and follow me on Twitter. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching, and have a great day.